What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Almost Brothers podcast. Today's episode is sponsored by Dunklin County Transit.
DCT, anyone can ride. At Dunklin County Transit, our goal is to provide safe, reliable, and accessible transportation options to meet the diverse needs of not only Dunklin County, but our entire Southeast Missouri community.
We are committed to ensuring that all residents, regardless of their circumstances, age, or income, have access to essential services, healthcare facilities, employment opportunities, and recreational activities, and more.
Through our transport services, we aim to enhance mobility, promote well-being, and foster community connectivity. You can go in the show notes below, click the link to DunklinCountyTransitMalden.com, or you can go to the website dctsmalden.com. That's dctsmalden.com. And don't forget, anyone can ride.
And be fine.
Like the Mountain Dews?
Yeah, the Code Reds. For some, they just... Like, not like a stomach ache. My stomach just starts to hurt just a little bit.
I think it's something they do with the coloring gives me heartburn.
Yeah,
because I can drink a regular Mountain Dew and it doesn't bother me.
Yeah. Well, they probably take that red dye number 40 and make it red dye number 8,000.
Yeah.
I don't think that's a thing.
Probably. I don't know much about the FDA.
No? Are you a food connoisseur?
Uh-oh. Yeah. Yes, he is.
Yeah. I mean,
he's more like a food connoissaurus Rex.
We'll pray for you, Richard.
Thank you. It's like when they got pregnant, he's like, I got to get all the dad jokes out of my system right now.
Just beforehand.
Food connoissaurus Rex.
It's so stupid.
So dumb, but it's so good.
It's not.
It is.
It's not even good in the world of dad jokes.
Listen, it was.
So what's up, everybody? Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Almost Brothers podcast.
That was an all-time low.
Thank you for joining us yet again today. We are live. We are recording. Our video is going on. How's everybody doing? We're so glad you decided to join us today. On today's episode, we are talking about together.
In color.
Let's get together.
Yeah.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And we have Pastor Stephen Watkins. How's it going?
It's been a really good day today.
Yeah.
Is that the most claps you've ever gotten?
Yes.
Had to think about it. Yes. So how's it going, man?
Going good, man. It's been a interesting year so far. My kids are growing up, and
Dude, it's nuts, man.
I don't like it.
I'm digging the kicks though.
Hey, man.
Oh yeah, let's see. Yeah, man. That's true.
Memphis kicks.
Memphis color.
Can you get those up to the camera?
Another dad joke.
Because I'm over here, I might rip a hammy or I might rip my pants. So no.
Well, here's the deal. Richard has plenty of dad jokes because he's got plenty of kids.
I do. Yeah.
That's a good point. That's a good point. Yeah.
Can't help it.
I know, right? That's very true.
It is what it is, man.
But yeah, on today's episode, we're going to be talking about together, man. Just how that's so important, and we overlook that a lot of people coming together because we're in night 2 of our conference, the Together Conference 2025, and Pastor Stephen was our speaker tonight, and man, it was awesome. So good.
It was just like a supernatural. I mean, you could just feel the supernatural freedom in the service.
There you go.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it was very an on-time moment for people. I mean, I know I was the minister, but even if I wasn't the minister, there was just something about tonight that was just special.
You just speak with such conviction. I love it.
Yep. It was so good. Worship was good.
Worship was amazing.
Man, so good.
Tyler, Olivia, they always do. And Richard, he was...
That's right. Yeah, Richard.
I was there.
Richard was there.
I mess with him all the time.
I love how Pastor Michael always introduces y'all.
Yeah.
Tyler and Olivia. Oh, yeah.
And then
Richard's here too.
I'm always an afterthought in every situation.
Yeah. No.
And
come on now.
And this is where I'll stick up for Richard. Because I preached this to my team over at Liberty Hill. I'm not looking for musicians or great singers. I'm looking for worshipers.
Mm-hmm.
Man,
Come on. And he is.
And that's the point.
And I'm not saying Richard's a bad singer. He's not the greatest singer in the world, but neither am I. But he worships.
That's right. And sets the bar, sets the example. I think that's a big thing is just him showing up, being on time, being ready, being prepared as much as he can.
You're on time, you're late.
He sets the example. You were late this morning.
Don't tell everybody that.
No spirit of fear with Richard.
That's right. That's right.
Love that.
8:31, you showed up.
Dang.
I felt really bad about it.
You might as well just not showed up.
Well,
I
I told him, I was like, hey, you're the one that says it.
I do.
Hey, congratulations. You're now going to be in the sermon.
Oh, no.
You need,
Don't put me
you
in
need
the
to do a
sermon.
Chris Jericho thing, and every time someone does something, you just made the list.
You just made the list.
Oh my!
You remember that?
Oh, the Chris Jericho days. WWE.
Which one? Long hair or short hair?
Right.
I think
that was
the
the long hair.
The
I know.
greatest.
Oh,
Chris-
he did that short hair too when he was in the,
Oh, he
like
did.
his
You're
second
right. He
round
had
in
the
the
scarf.
WWE.
Yeah, he had
the
the scarf
scarf,
on.
his real Fozzie phase.
That's right.
The greatest Chris Jericho moment is when he first appeared
Yes.
on Raw.
Yes.
Raw is Jericho.
Y2K. Yeah.
is Jericho.
Greatest entrance of all
Yeah, it was
time.
really
And then The Rock. What's your name? It doesn't matter what your name is.
Let's get Mike fired up about that.
That's funny. I can't stand The Rock. That's Richard's favorite actor.
It's not true. I like his movies. but
Dwayne.
yeah,
The
I
Rock.
like Dwayne.
Man.
But I don't like Dwayne Johnson.
I like The Rock. I don't like Dwayne Johnson.
Yeah.
Y'all are a bunch of wrestling geeks, man.
Just like I don't need notes for my promo on my wrist. Nice tattoo.
Man, that was so good. That was off
It
script.
was. I
'Cause
love
You could see The Rock got shook
that-
when he said
like
that.
that's one of my favorite rivalries just because it was really real.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
They did not like each other.
Yep.
No.
Let's go around. So favorite wrestling rivalry.
Which decade?
Any of them. All time.
Man, Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart.
That was up there for me too. Yeah.
I guess because me and you grew up in that era,
Yeah.
Mike. I mean, that's just the one that sticks out to me that set the bar high.
Yeah.
Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan never played out really like they wanted it to.
Yeah.
But like Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart, you knew that those guys
Yeah.
were the real deal.
Oh,
They
yeah.
loved their job.
Yeah.
You know,
I love seeing like what
and they did
'cause-
not like one another.
yeah.
Right.
At all.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I wasn't born during the
Oh, I
Montreal.
forgot.
You gotta
I wasn't born during
He
the
was born in 2000 and what?
1997.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You are a 90s
He's
kid.
there on the
Thank you,
90s.
Jesus.
Barely. But no, I wasn't around for the Montreal screw jobs. But
Yeah.
I love learning about. And then like there's like unreleased like footage, like backstage footage,
Yeah.
and it's cool. It's like one of those things like you hear about in history that you weren't around for, but you can actually like you see it, like there's videos of it, and you get to. It's one of those things that's just really cool. It's like a significant part in wrestling history that everyone knows about.
Greatest rival, Tyler.
My greatest.
If he says John Cena,
Oh gosh.
Right. If he puts
he's
yeah,
got
no
to
way.
leave.
Yeah, it's so bad. Yeah.
I don't know. My favorite rivalry is really between Edge and Christian and the Hardy Boys. Just during the attitude
Yeah, that's good.
during the attitude area, which I mean,
And you got to throw the Dudleys in there. Too.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I feel
They come on late. I get it.
yeah. I feel I think the Hardys and Edge and Christian had more matches against each other like together than the three of them.
Yeah.
But I think it was them. And yeah, you got to give credit to the Dudley Boys, but they really put tag team wrestling like in the spotlight, and then put ladder matches and TLC matches in the spotlights where TLC was its own pay-per-view.
Yeah. Right.
And so they really they took those aspects of professional wrestling to another level to where that was what people wanted to see.
Yeah.
I loved Stone Cold and Triple H.
Yeah, that was a good one. Yeah. Rich, what about you?
I don't know.
I thought he was just throw out
He's
two random.
he's going to say the Rock and Roll Express, and the
Right, he
Midnight
just got-
Express.
Oh gosh, I thought he was just gonna throw out random wrestlers like Roman Reigns and Macho Man Randy Savage.
I don't.
Ooh yeah,
I don't know who it.
Cream of the crop.
Macho Man.
All right, can I talk?
Ooh yeah, you can talk.
Ooh, I'll tell you right now, brother. Sorry.
Okay, go ahead. The Almost Macho Man podcast.
Yeah.
Why do I hang out with y'all?
All right, go for it.
So I don't know who the rivalry was with, but when Sting came back dark,
Oh,
So it was NWO. It was him versus
Yes.
NWO
pretty
was
awesome.
taking over. Yeah, that was a good one.
that was the greatest heat moment that I ever saw
Yeah.
as a kid. Because like you people talk about Memphis wrestling
Yeah,
back in the day and
Right.
like the heat they would get,
yeah,
but like Bash at the Beach, Hulk Hogan comes out and he's the third man.
yeah, yeah. That was the biggest heel turn ever.
yeah,
Hulk Hogan become a heel.
Yeah.
Hollywood.
Oh,
Yep.
yeah. I remember Hollywood.
Because they're like, he comes out and he's got the, the orange and yellow, and he's coming out.
and Bobby in the background.
Yeah.
Is he the third man?
It's like he's coming to help. He's coming out, and then he just drops the leg drop. It's like, oh my goodness.
Yes.
but
Yeah.
can we talk about that stupid beard though?
Yeah, it's bad. It really
What
is
is wrong with
bad.
that, man?
Yeah, it's pretty rough. That's
Yeah.
true.
It's hard to watch.
What you
Yeah.
got, Mike?
Yeah. So mine would be, man, I really like Taker and Mankind.
Yes.
Classic.
I really like the Triple H. I like all of his rivalries. Him and Taker. I like The Rock and Austin.
that was a good one.
That's one of my
The Rock and Triple H.
The Rock and Triple H.
Triple H, as far as I can remember, didn't really ever have a bad storyline.
No, he's a wrestler's wrestler.
Yeah.
Like
Yes.
he kind of takes moves from everybody. And I know like my favorite moment, so I don't know about rivalry, was Austin and Michaels with Mike Tyson as the guest referee.
Oh gosh,
That was like-
WrestleMania
my favorite.
1998.
That was my favorite kind of accumulation of a storyline that came together. I remember that vividly.
Yeah,
being a
because it
kid
was right
watching
after
that.
the Montreal screw job. So
Yeah.
there was so much heat. Okay. Bret Hart and Stone Cold.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
was a
that
good-
yeah.
That classic match in
Yeah.
WrestleMania, man.
Yep.
Submission match.
And I remember that where Austin passes out, right?
Yes.
Is that where he
That
refused
made
to
him.
give up and he
Yeah.
passes
A lot
out.
of people think the King of the Ring, Austin 316, made him.
Oh,
but
yeah.
what made him was at
Yeah.
WrestleMania when he passed out.
Yeah.
That is such
Yeah.
an iconic moment.
I was
refused
say
to
the
give
316. That's where it started.
Yes.
Yeah.
But what
And-
made him was that match.
And that was off of the top of his head.
Yeah.
yeah.
You know, that just in the moment it was off the top of his head, so but anyway, this episode is not brought to you by WWE.
Shocking.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's not. We just
It-
want to talk about
It was
talk about
funny
something
today.
that
We were
like.
actually watching the last pay per view, and Inman goes, "Why don't y'all try to like sponsor the WWE and advertise on the WWE?" I was
Oh
like-
yeah, okay.
I was like, "Dude, you know how much they pay to
Right.
advertise?"
Right. Let us jump right
Yeah.
on that.
Why don't we just get a Super Bowl ad while we're at it?
Yeah.
Right.
Might
Yeah,
as
for
well.
real.
Go big or go home.
Man. But we are talking about coming together, about trying to do things together, breaking down walls, breaking down, this church, that church, this person, that person, whatever, and trying to break that down and really come together. So what are some of the points in y'all's life where you could pinpoint to that, where someone kind of crossed a line, crossed a barrier over and met you, and it helped you get out of whatever was going on in your life, where somebody unexpected kind of steps out and comes and steps into your life, and it's like, oh man, it's good to be connected with this person.
My best friend from college, Mr. Andrew Davis, we met 10 years ago. We've been friends for 10 years. That's crazy.
You can say decade now.
I know. It's so weird. I refuse. That makes me feel older. Oh, we've been real close really ever since we met, and which I wouldn't even say that's kind of a him. I guess it's more of a me kind of stepping into that,
Yeah.
being that person for him. But we've always been basically the same person, really. We have same personality, same, likes and dislikes stuff. We've been more like open with each other lately, especially because he lives all the way in Florida. So I haven't seen him in almost 3 years. But we talk about every week, and, told him we were pregnant and all that. And then, come to find out, he opened up to me and told me that him and his wife were going through the same stuff that me and Liv went through.
Yeah.
And, basically kind of just airing out like, dude, I'm feeling this and this is happening and I feel bad for that. And I gave him that reassurance, like, dude, everything that you are feeling right now, I felt for 3 years, and that's completely normal. Yeah, and he kind of had like dude, I'm really glad that I'm just not crazy.
Yeah. And it's good meeting him in that, hey, I'm reaching across and I'm trying to meet you where you're at and help you deal with what you're going through. That's good. What about y'all? What's a moment?
Mine, I guess, growing up, my grandparents had a gospel group. And as a child going to different churches with different atmospheres, not all just one denomination, it was different places that we would go. And that really taught me that God is moving all over the place. It's not just one congregation, one human. God's moving.
Yeah. He don't pick his favorites.
He's moving everywhere and anywhere. And the big thing is people must open their heart and accept the fact that.
We'll be right back.
Well, hey there. This is Mike from the Almost Brothers podcast. We want to thank you for checking out this episode. We want to ask you, has this podcast encouraged you in any way and you would like to give back? Well, guess what? We have a way that you can do that. Okay, you could do $3, $5, $8, or $10 a month. What this does is this helps financially support the show so we can continue to put out good content and encourage you. So if you've got time, go down in the show notes and click on that support button that will take you to the page to where you can give back and help us to continue this thing. Back to the episode.
Your circle is not the only circle there is.
Right. That's so good. Yeah, because we by nature, it happens in high school, happened in junior high. Yeah. You kind of congregate with like-minded people.
Yes.
You kind of just naturally do that. So as an adult, you kind of continue that bad habit of just, this is my circle, this is it. You don't even think about people outside of that.
Right.
So being able to step across lines, and you end up being around people you never thought you'd be friends with.
It's a tribal mentality.
Right. Yeah.
What tribe are you with? And we're in this together, man.
Right. And you miss out on so many great people.
Yes.
Like me and Rich would have never been friends if I just stayed in my circle of friends.
Right.
Because we have so many different things that we enjoy, so many different things we have in common. So it's like, if we wouldn't have just met and hung out and realized, oh man, this dude's pretty cool, like we're really good friends. Like me and Tyler have a lot in common. We kind of watch the same videos. We listen to the same jokes.
We're brown.
We're brown. We have a lot in common. But I have a lot of really good people that I've connected with that I never thought that would be the case. Right. But if I didn't step outside of my comfort zone and try to connect with them, that would have never happened.
Yeah. And your mom says it all the time that there's no logical reason for us to be friends.
Right.
There's an age difference. There's a difference in how we dress and talk, and I don't know that there's anything similar about us.
Right.
But
you both wear glasses.
We do. Thank you, Tyler, for connecting us.
And you're wearing watches.
You both have tattoos.
Okay, we're done. All right.
You're both wearing shoes. You're in the same room.
And you're muted.
Thank you for that. But just that, I don't know what it is that makes certain people click.
Yeah.
You know, and I don't, it's like what you said, it's just different people coming together and it just works. You know, some people you just click with, some people you don't. It's just a weird thing to figure out who and why.
One thing that I've learned over the years is the more you fall in love with Jesus,
Yeah.
the more you fall in love with all kind of different walks of life.
Right.
Because Jesus is for all that will come to him in faith, you know. And so, like, there's one thing that we can all agree on, the old cliche, the ground's level at the foot of the cross is Jesus.
Right.
I mean, Jesus really brings things together.
Yeah.
And puts us where we need to be utilized to bring others to that conclusion.
Well, and even you can even hear in Stephen's voice, it's so much. Jesus brings everything together, and you would never think that me and him would. Oh, I didn't mean that in the back. Like, he just,
I thought you were gonna go kind of what I was saying before, how he speaks with such conviction.
Mute me right quick.
I really thought you were gonna go there. You know, while Kyle was saying he speaks with such conviction.
Yeah. I didn't.
But
go,
it's
I think.
Oh no, it was funny. So you were, when you're doing giving your message, that word that you're like, forgive me if I say it wrong or whatever. What do you say? I'm not something or I can't remember exactly what I said, but he said I'm something, and then I leaned over to Michael and I said, I thought he was gonna say, forgive me, I'm from Memphis.
I usually say that.
Yeah, do you have to like start it with that?
I did a few times tonight, but when I tried, you know, there's just some Bible words, man.
Mm-hmm.
But I actually pronounced it right tonight when I said it. And I was kind of shocked when I said it right. I was kind of wanting to pat myself
kind of proud of
Like,
yourself. Like, right.
You just stop right there, like you say it, stop right there. What? Whoa, wait a second.
Pull away from the
That
microphone.
deserves a round of applause.
Tyler, did you hear me say that right? I said it right.
Well,
I wouldn't know. I wouldn't know.
Tyler, he first started singing one of the songs that we sing. It's got Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego in it, and you have to sing it. And the first time he did it, I was like, dude, I can't wait to see you try, because he can't say his name half the time. So
that's true.
I mean, just to hear him sing that line is just like, that's tough, man. Good job.
Hey,
is it cringy for anybody else, like when preachers go, and we shouldn't call them by their pagan names, we should call them by their biblical names?
Oh, it drives me crazy. Yeah, it's just like, all right, dude.
We get it.
Right.
We're religious.
Right. Right.
Good job.
But yeah, it's cool seeing people, and there's relationships like that too. Like me and Jamie we were in different circles in school. We were, you know, we had a little bit of overlap because we had a smaller school, but most of our friends were very different, you know. And it's cool to see, you know, the opposites attract, the whole thing like that, you know. And
sweet.
And it's cool to see people crossing that line. And I think especially with ministries, you realize once you kind of get outside of that circle, you realize, oh man, we have a lot more in common than we do differently.
Right.
You know, and you come together and you see, you know, lives being changed. Like we said, we've had 8 different churches represented between the 4 that was on the praise and worship team. You got your church. There's a lady that came tonight. She's from Piggott. I mean, it's amazing to see like different people come together, and we need to see more of that. I feel like we've kind of walled ourselves up in our own things, and we need to open that up, man, because most of us we believe a lot alike. There's very small things that, you know, that separate us,
and the only things that do are man-made.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
non-essential stuff.
But you won't know that until you get out of your comfort zone and talk to people that you wouldn't think that you'd be friends with.
Oh crap!
Yep.
Oh crap! He's stepping on toes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, Richard, bring it now.
Yeah.
Yep. You're right.
Don't step on the Nikes though.
No,
not the new Nikes. You still can't get it up there. No,
I'm still trying. I'm working on it.
He's stretching
it out.
Slowly stretching his leg out. There we go. So yeah, it's a beautiful thing, man, and I thought tonight you really brought it home, and it was really good, and I'm excited for tomorrow night. It's gonna be good. Yeah,
looking forward to it.
So we do you what? Go ahead.
I said hooty hoo.
Oh, I thought you said who. Oh,
thanks for contributing.
Yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, we appreciate it.
So we do a segment on here that we call That's What's Up. So it's something you may be listening to, watching a movie, TV show, something like that that you've been watching. So We're going to go around the horn. We'll get you last since you're the guest on here. So we'll start with Tata.
What?
Tata, what you got going on?
Gosh dang it, I was thinking.
Okay, Rich, what you got going on?
Yeah.
So Squid Games.
Gosh dang.
Yeah, did you get to watch it?
Dang, why can't I can never have my own interest on this podcast?
Yes, you can. No,
Every
I'm
time.
trying to be interested. I'm trying to be interested.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
But that was you giving me crap about American Idol. So
I thought he was going to say SpongeBob or something, man.
well, I
But-
do
oh,
like
I'm down with
SpongeBob,
that. I'm down. Hey,
But the Rip
Crusted
Pants
crab pizza.
episode is the best
it's pizza
one.
for
Hey,
you and
there's
me.
just some things you can just rerun,
Crab pizza.
rerun, man.
That's what I'm
Is
saying.
that-
Yeah.
Sorry,
So
did you
anyway.
get to watch it?
I watched all but 2 episodes.
Nice.
There's only 6 episodes on the last season for reasons that I don't understand, but it's pretty good so far.
Nice.
So I'm kind of curious how they're going to land the plane on this thing. So it's pretty
That's
good.
what's up? I like it.
That's pretty much all I got.
Tata, back to you.
Wrote a song, finished the song.
Yeah,
last
you
night.
said you were. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it to y'all later.
Impressive, man. You right?
I do.
Mm-hmm.
I do.
You're a
I've got,
scribe.
I've got a song on Spotify.
He's got some good stuff, man.
Yes, he does.
Psalmist.
It's called
Very
The
good.
Healing, right? The
Yeah.
Healing? Yeah. It
Very
sounds
good.
About the
Very good.
woman with the issue of blood.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, so my plan is to
1, 2.
oh
Let's
no,
do it.
y'all ain't been paying attention. That's probably 4 or 5.
Oh man.
My plan is to kind of roughly record that enough to give out to my team, let them learn it, and then our worship night, which is on August 24th, 6 p.m., Liberty Hill Church, to play it during worship night.
Yeah.
And then side plan of that is to record all of worship night and release that
Do
on
like a
Spotify.
worship thing. Yeah.
That'd be
That's
cool.
cool. Heck yeah. I like it.
Yep.
As for me, still playing Persona 5. Me and Jamie watched. Oh, it was a new movie. I can't remember. It was decent. I can't remember what it was, but we've been trying to do like one or two new movies a week
Right.
to where we just hang out because we kind of go through that same 10, 15 movies over and over and over.
Yeah.
So we've been trying to find some new ones and watch.
After
Still
the-
no new show. We started The Bear. We started that TV show, and I really tried to get into it.
Is
and
that
it
that's the
I couldn't.
cooking one, right?
Yeah, it's the cooking one. I just couldn't get into it.
I don't know what
I
that
really
is.
couldn't. It was just it was.
I think
it was
I
a
think
lot.
that's one of those shows. The main actor dude, they wanted to put him in something, but just didn't
Yeah.
have anything, so they found the best that they had at the time and put that into production. so he had something.
and that is a lot. That is literally right on because everything that he's in is good, and everybody else around him is not very good at all.
Yeah.
Like they're just not. There's like
Yeah.
bad actors, and it's just not very good.
Yeah.
He's to fire his agent.
like a filler
Is it
episode,
like
but it's a
low
whole
budget kind of feel
Not
to
really,
it?
not real, kind of. So they try to make it. He's in Chicago, and it's a rundown restaurant that he's trying to rejuvenate and blah blah blah. So they make it look like a lower budget, but it wasn't very good. It wasn't
Just
very good.
kind of a filler episode, but it's a whole series.
Yeah,
Just
of
just
those.
just
Yeah.
something to add to his IMDb,
I guess,
whatever.
man. It was
thing.
weird, but so we've been doing that, and then I'm going tomorrow to watch a movie, and going Wednesday to watch a movie in theaters. Oh, and I just found this out.
Oh, snap.
So pumped! I put it in my calendar. The 35th anniversary of the original Ninja Turtles movie
Oh,
is coming out, and they are re-releasing it in theaters.
Oh, I'm there.
What?
Yes,
Please.
yes.
Come on,
yes.
man.
I cannot wait. It's August I believe the 19th. If I can remember right, I'll have to check
Oh,
my
man.
my
That is the
calendar, but-
greatest Raphael.
dude.
Oh,
it is
yes.
so good.
That's the best Raphael.
Yep.
Not all of them.
And I was reading about it, and it was like, oh yeah, they're re-releasing it at AMC theaters and I think Marcus theaters. I'm just like, oh, I'm gonna be there.
Well, and dude,
so ready.
I'm gonna age myself, but Steven knows what I'm talking about.
Wait.
oh,
Wait a minute.
Wait a minute.
I just got lowered down.
You're lumped in with that. With,
Yeah.
No, but I remember when that movie came out, man, because I was big into the TV, the cartoon, and I had the action figures, and I mean, I was a huge Ninja Turtle fan. So when that movie came out,
What year was that?
I don't know, but I was through the roof.
Yeah, I
when
think it
that
was
movie came out.
1991. I
Oh.
think. Well, we could count 35 years, so
Yeah, I don't do
35 years ago from now.
Well, I'm 37, just to let everybody know.
Right, like he's younger than I am.
I'm not a grandpa.
Hey, look at us. We're young.
Young cats.
We're young.
Yeah.
We're young.
Look at us.
Not them.
I'm not.
Well, mine, if you're done, Mike.
Yeah.
You done? Okay.
Yep, that's what I got that to look forward to. So
Well, I've been watching Arkansas High Speed Pursuits.
that was tonight. There was a high speed chase tonight while we were in.
I don't know why. I pulled it up on YouTube and I was like, man, this is interesting.
Mm-hmm. Apparently, it happens a lot.
And then I started and I couldn't stop. I couldn't put it down. Amanda and I watched. Amanda's my wife. Shout out to my wife. She's at Disney right now.
Ooh.
Oh yeah, she's with Beta, right?
Beta.
Nice.
Yep. Miss her, by the way. You know, you miss them when they're gone.
Right.
Yeah,
You know,
Mom's
moms keep
downstairs.
everything in order.
you ain't wrong.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yep.
We watched this movie, and for the life of me, I've been sitting here trying to think of the name of it,
Yeah.
but I can't. It's got,
This is a Tyler story.
I know, Tyler, you rubbed off on me.
Y'all.
He's like trying to kill these guys on an airplane, and he sets one of the
Yes.
Yes.
Luggage or not luggage.
Taken? Is it
No.
taken?
No, it's
Flight
it's
risk.
is it like
Flight risk. Oh,
is it the
Mark
Where he's-
Wahlberg.
is it
No,
Mark-
no,
it's
No.
It's the
where
one
he's
where
a TSA agent.
Yeah.
He's
yes.
Where like Christmas. It was around Christmas.
And there's supposed to be another guy there,
Yeah.
but then he
Yeah.
Yes.
It's got
that was the one me and Liv showed you.
Yeah.
Because we told you. Yeah.
it's got
Crap. The dude from the Kingsman movies.
Yes.
it's got
And then Sophia
he's-
something.
he's got he's dry humor. Big
Oh,
actor.
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman.
Yes, Jason Bateman.
The Bateman.
It's called like the luggage or carry on.
Carry on.
Carry-On's the name of
Yeah.
Such a good.
It
Yeah,
was
it was.
really good.
I don't like. I'm not big into sad movies,
Yeah.
but I like thrillers,
Yeah.
Yeah.
suspenseful.
Yeah.
It was a good
It kept you on edge the
Yeah.
whole movie.
Well, it's
Well-
like, what is happening? What
Yeah.
is
Well,
gonna
it's
happen?
such because it's
It's realistic.
Yeah,
Like,
it's such a
that might
practical.
could happen.
Right.
It's such a practical, situation. You know, at an airport, you're a TSA agent. It's super boring. Now you're about to die.
Right.
And when I was watching it, I just kept thinking, in each scene or scenario, what would I do?
Right.
And I'm like,
I thought that the
I
whole
would
movie.
I would say cut.
Yeah.
I would say cut and go home.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah, because he's got this stuff
Yeah.
he can just touch a person or
Yeah.
put it on.
Mhm.
You know.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like he works for some kind of group that has it has like a poison that
Yeah.
he can and it's non-detectable, so you just have a heart attack. or
Which
whatever.
is
That was a good movie.
yeah, it was crazy. You saw it, right, Richard? Yeah, it was real good.
I love Jason Bateman. I'm a huge Jason Bateman fan.
I am too, man. He is everything he's in is really
he is
good.
in my all-time favorite movie. It's called Breaking the Rules. It was in the 90s with C. Thomas Howell, and it doesn't
Yeah.
matter, but he was in it. So I've been a fan for a long time.
I also wanted to ask y'all, what y'all's plans for the 4th of July? Y'all big fireworks
Absolutely
guys?
not.
We're going to Piedmont.
Yeah.
Well, we're planning on it. We like going to Piedmont, Missouri, and we'll swim all day,
Yeah.
and they'll have the fireworks. The worst part is the traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet. Yeah.
Oh man,
Is it Sam A. Baker or
yeah?
shut-ins?
We go to Clearwater
Yeah.
Yeah.
is where we go.
Okay.
And we watch the fireworks in Piedmont. But when we go swimming, it's Clearwater. But that's what we're planning on doing. Man, a couple of years ago, we were at Malden, and I'll never forget it as long as I live. I hadn't seen a mosquito all year,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
but that
That
night,
one day.
Yeah.
Yep.
here they come. It was like a plague.
Yeah.
I do
Malden's
remember. You said last year?
I think it was 2022.
Oh, okay.
It might have been 2023. I can't remember.
I can remember. Yeah.
Yeah.
We normally go to Liv's aunt and uncle's house, and
Dexter does good too.
they do Liv's aunt and uncle. They buy their they have a plot of land right next to them, and just set off giant fireworks right there. It's fun because they let us fire off some of the big ones. They let the kids fire off some of the big ones. It's
Yeah.
real cool.
I could see you over there with the sparklers.
Yeah.
What, not with the sparklers.
Yeah.
I like the sparkles. No, I get
The way he says it. Yeah, I like the sparklles.
the sparkles.
You can write your name in the sky.
Yeah.
Well, I know me and Rich have talked about this where, like, I just don't like spending money on the fireworks to just, it's like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
well, they're gone.
It's
All right, there goes $225.
Right.
It is
Gone.
the biggest waste of money, and it's such a racket. Like the markup on fireworks is outrageous.
But you know, people gonna do it. Why?
No.
Freedom.
Nope.
America.
Liberty.
America.
Nope. Pass.
I can hear Ray Charles singing in the background.
Not Ray Charles.
Yeah.
What's he singing?
America the Beautiful, man.
America.
No, Sandlot.
Oh.
You were-
Yeah, that's true.
You said
Yeah.
you said
Where they're running, it's like the only time they.
He had no soul.
you said Ray Charles. I immediately started thinking Stevie Wonder. I'm like, yeah,
Wrong-
watching the
wrong
fireworks.
That's messed up.
That was
I
politically
know.
incorrect.
I know.
That is-
You know, there's it was a compilation video of like these people like Stevie can see.
Yes.
And like it's like all these like there's one where it's like he's walking and he like moves over to the left so he doesn't hit something.
Right.
Like we saw that and we know
Right.
you say you didn't, but we know you did.
Well, there was one at like a concert where somebody waved at him and he waved back. Like,
He's not even trying anymore.
wait a minute here.
Watch this.
Wait 1 second.
Watch it be the biggest like discovery. Like if when he passes away, they do some
the
kind of autopsy.
autopsy.
He was never blind.
Just sneaky fella.
That would be just
That would be.
awful news.
That would be
It's.
bad.
I think it was like I think it was Steve Harvey was talking about it. It's like we see you see Stevie.
But I look forward to, so I get to go hang out with my dad and my sisters and look forward to that. And then we're doing something on Friday or on Saturday. So it's going to be good. I like eating barbecue, watching Independence Day.
So it's for sure.
Okay.
Yes.
So Pastor Stephen, he has never seen Independence Day.
He was born in 1997.
Right.
That says a lot.
That was a
It's
couple
not an
years
excuse.
after it was made.
Not an excuse.
Jamie texted me because I guess we were talking about it on one of the episodes and we were recording the episode and she texted me out of nowhere. We don't text on a regular basis, but out of nowhere she texted me, "You've never seen Independence Day?" ? Exclamation point.
Have you ever seen The Predator?
I've seen Predator.
Okay.
We're gonna fix that Saturday.
That's right. We're watching. It is a tradition. We watch Independence Day every year. So I think nothing. We're gonna watch it because it's great and fantastic. And that was before Will Smith lost his mind.
Yes, thank you. Oh man.
Amen, brother.
Was it before or after Men in Black when he lost his mind?
It was
It
after
was
Men in
after
Black.
Men
It was around the Wild Wild West movie.
I do remember
Started
that.
seeing things.
I love.
I
Wild
do
Wild
remember.
West.
I like the
I had-
Wild Wild West movie.
I remember watching it. I don't remember like all the details of the movie, but I do remember watching that.
I think it was around Battlefield Earth. Was it?
Oh yeah, him and Jaden.
Oh yeah. Oh gosh.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad. Well, what else y'all got on your mind as we?
I rarely have
come to a
anything
close?
on my mind.
Yeah, that's true too.
It's echoey up here.
Just a mouse
Just-
on a wheel, brother.
The wheel's about to fall off.
If you're quiet enough, you can hear some squeaking.
I'll throw a curveball at y'all.
Oh gosh. I don't
So,
like baseball. I'm just kidding. I do.
so we talked about tonight in the sermon about the churches meeting in homes.
Yeah.
How do you think that worked? Like, what do you think the network was with that?
I think the network was just they literally went through life together. So it wasn't like, now you have to plan and you have to get people together and you got to remind people and you got to do all this stuff going into it. There, they literally did life together every day.
Indeed.
So it was just ending the day, coming together, ending the week, coming together,
At
you know.
anybody's house, yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Just hey, come over here. Hey, go over there.
Yeah. And, not having to be a a big thing because, I mean, think about that. You had to talk to people. You couldn't connect with them. So you had to be in close proximity to each other.
Right.
And it was just a coming together of, hey.
Couldn't just text them.
Right. Yeah. You can't. Yeah. Right. It's like,
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I'm in full agreement with that. They did life together. I love that. They, to me, what I've studied and looked at is they would have looked at you crazy if you would have asked them, well, where do you go to church?
Right.
What do you mean, where do I go to church? Well, we know there's church at Ephesus, church, we know that.
Yeah.
But they were the church.
Yeah.
They lived it.
Yep.
Together.
Yep.
It was, like I said, doing life together. It wasn't an organization.
Exactly.
It wasn't corporate.
Right.
Yes.
Right. And
that's right.
The corporate aspect of it was we're all following this man named Jesus no matter where you go.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was the connection that they had.
Yeah.
It wasn't, again, we talk about the denomination and they're great. They're awesome. They're fantastic to be a part of. Great. But when your denomination becomes your deity, your God, your the thing that you worship over all else,
Right.
it becomes a problem. It becomes a idol. There's a lot of people in denominations that allow that to become their idol instead of God. God is no longer the lead of what you're doing. It's our denomination and then God.
Right.
Our denominational rules are this, but it's like, shouldn't the Bible be kind of our thing that we go back to and not
When you let man put his hand on things, humankind put their hands on things, that's what you get.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we'll mess it up.
Oh,
Quick, fast, in a hurry. We'll mess it up.
Yep.
Just like the episode 1 of Star Wars.
Yeah.
It was awful.
See, that it was awful. It was all
Dang.
that's a pretty good point. That's a pretty good point.
Yeah.
I
all.
think all Star Wars was awful. So,
Lord Jesus, we just lift up Richard to you right now.
Like I'm telling you, dude, it's a
Man.
problem.
I've had hands laid by Mike, so it's all good. It's just
Running
my
out of
opinion.
oil here.
Man.
Yeah,
Tell you what, man.
I'll be all right.
And we're going to do a watch party. We're going to do a watch party for Back to the Future. He's never seen Back to the Future. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Like,
what's funny about this is my wife that was born in 2000 has seen Independence Day and Back to the Future.
Yep. You should be ashamed. For shame.
Have you ever seen Forrest Gump?
Oh, I love Forrest Gump.
Okay. Whew.
He
I love-
relates to Forrest Gump.
Oh, I do. I love Forrest Gump. Hey, he's a simple man. I love it.
Okay, I got one for you too. So not you.
Oh, okay.
But you too.
I'm an old soul. So some of the I'm with some of the older stuff.
Okay. So we'll pray for him. So do you ever get on these like Tubi and Netflix? You ever get on there and have flashbacks of going to the movie store?
Oh, dude.
Because some of the movies on there, you're flicking through there and you're like, man, I didn't even know this movie existed. But it would happen to you when you would go to the movie store too.
Yeah.
You would pick it up and you start having flashbacks.
Yeah.
Does that ever happen to y'all?
Yeah.
I went to movie gallery all the time. Hastings, what was it? Hollywood Video over in Bluff.
Hastings and Bluff.
Movie gallery in Bluff.
Yeah.
What movie
And
gallery?
there was Blockbuster was in Poplar Bluff also.
Yeah. What was movie gallery was something before movie gallery. I can't remember what the name
Family
was.
video.
Family Video
Yes.
was
Video.
after movie gallery.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Family Video was kind of the last holdout.
It was.
Yeah.
DVD store.
Yeah, because they had
Yeah.
one. They still have the sign up in Dexter from the Family Video that was there.
They don't anymore.
Did they take it down?
Yeah,
Last time I was there.
Oh
I
yeah,
set it
it's
up.
because
Liquor
it's
store or something.
no. I thought it
I
was
think
the
it's a-
salon
I
that
think
took
it's a-
that building.
No,
Doesn't
No?
matter.
no.
Oh.
It's Jamie would know. I think their company owns that building,
Well,
but I can't remember what
That
it was.
makes
But
sense.
yeah, because you had to and it was the same with video games. You had to kind of discover it. You had to look at the case art
Yeah.
and go, this looks pretty good. I'm going to give this a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's the same with a lot of those movies. It's just like, especially the ones that you could tell are cheap. Like
Yes,
made
that's what
movies.
I'm talking about.
Yes.
There are movies on like Tubi when I'm looking through there, and I'm like,
that's what I love about Tubi is seeing like the older,
Yeah.
like you they wouldn't play those in theaters.
No.
but you saw them somehow when you were younger.
It's like those 70s era gritty movies, you know.
Yep. Have you ever found one on there that you really liked, like that? You're like, I'm going to give this a shot. Like maybe it had one actor in it. You're like, I'm going to give this one a shot, and then you actually liked it.
Yes, but I can't remember the name of it. I'm terrible with remembering names of movies.
I've got one that we did that, and it had Rose McGowan in it. Was the only actor I really knew that was in it, and it's called Rosewood Lane. It's a thriller, and it was good enough. I bought it. I ended up buying it afterwards. It was really, really good.
So I rented that movie back in the day.
Yeah.
I didn't see it on. Was it on Tubi?
It's on one of those. It's on one of the streaming services. Yeah, I don't.
I remember renting that movie.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Crazy. And then when you rented a Super Nintendo game, you were on the clock. I mean, you had to have it back in a day or two. You know,
absolutely.
I got to beat this thing.
Yep. Right.
And if you go way back, VHS days.
Oh yeah.
You had to rewind the movie.
Be kind and rewind.
Yep. They charged you at Movie Spot. They charged you extra if you didn't rewind it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Video Stop in a little town outside of Memphis where my family come from. Some of them moved to Memphis. I moved to Memphis when I was 8, but there's a little video store outside of town, little shoebox place, but man, had, every movie you could think of. And man, he would call you. Hey, you've had this movie.
I need my movie back.
I need my movie back.
Right.
And
he's like, I want to watch it.
And I can still smell a movie store.
Yes. Yes.
It's such it has such a distinct smell.
I miss it so much.
I do too.
I remember when I was, 5, 6, 7 years old, I'd go and stay with my grandma's house, and there's a gas station over in like Fisk where they'd sell VHS and DVDs, and it was a 1-day rental.
Yeah.
And I'd stay over there in the weekend. We'd go like Friday, we'd go Saturday, then we'd go Sunday, and just swap one out. And I remember they all had those distinct smells.
Yeah.
And I know me and Rich has talked about this, but I remember you could rent DVD players.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh gosh.
And VHS
I
players.
rented a VCR.
Yeah.
$5 for a night.
You could rent Super Nintendos.
Yep.
You could do all that.
Oh yeah, I remember all that, man. That was a blast.
I never came across that before. I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah.
Never been to a place where you could do that.
Back in the day.
Man.
Back in the day.
I'm telling you, the generation after ours, they missed out on so much, and it's not saying something bad about them, but I mean there's things that they experience now that we don't understand, and that's
right.
the cool thing about generation gaps is the things that you experience and you share. Hey, talking about community,
Yeah.
Whoa.
things that you share with people of the same age group. It's just amazing to be able to talk about that stuff. I like to watch old music videos,
Yeah.
from 80s and 90s. It's like
MTV, man.
I remember exactly. Like
They play music on MTV?
So
they used to, yeah.
back in the day, I know Michael Simmons will remember this. Carson Daly.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
TRL. baby.
TRL.
Yeah.
I know I was watching that probably a couple years before they canceled TRL.
Yeah. I used to rush home just to watch that. Used to rush home to watch that.
Yeah.
And I'd catch like top 3.
Yeah.
Like top 3 videos. Like, okay. And even now I'll be like scrolling through Instagram and they'll do like this day in 2002 and it'll show the top 10 on TRL from this day in 2002. And I'm just like glued to it. I'm like, man, the nostalgia is just flowing.
When I was in junior high, I had a VCR tape that it was just nothing but music videos. It had all kinds of stuff on it. And I still to this day remember I wore that tape out. I mean, I've always loved music. It's always been a really cool thing for me. But I had that VCR tape and it had all kinds of music on it, all the music videos.
I mean, I'd watch because my parents were 80s hair metal heads, and I grew up listening to that music, so I'd always on VH1, not VH1, VH1 Classic.
Oh yeah.
At like 11 o'clock at night. I'd always put on Metal Mania, and that's what I'd go to sleep to.
Headbangers Ball.
Yeah.
Headbangers Ball.
Yep.
You know, and talking about that, Richard made a good point about generations. Like, some people don't embrace other generations, and they miss out on that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
They think my generation's got it right.
Right.
And what happens is you cause division when you do that.
Yeah.
And in ministry, methods change.
Oh yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like what we're doing right now, they could never imagine doing this, 40 years ago. You know what I mean?
Right.
But like if we're still stuck in 40 years ago, we're not going to be sitting here because we're going to say, no.
Well, I was going to say, it's everything's foundational.
Yeah.
What was that?
Everything's foundational.
Somebody
Continue.
just spoke.
I don't like that.
Did you hear that?
I heard it.
It was continue what you're saying.
I
don't know if he
scared
can.
me. That's scary.
Was that Siri?
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
That's no. I was like, is this place haunted? But no, like it's it's foundational. The things that my generation has wouldn't exist if it didn't kind of evolve from the things that Michael, yours and Steven's generation, because y'all about the same age, your generation had, and y'all's generation wouldn't have those things if it didn't evolve from Richard's generation.
Right.
It's nothing's new. There's nothing new. There's nothing original.
And you see it in like music sampling.
Yes.
You sample.
Oh, there's still people sampling Beethoven.
Right.
Yeah,
you get a new song
absolutely.
that's sampled off of this song, that's sampled off of this song, and it builds and builds and builds. But
And builds
yeah.
and builds.
And builds and builds. Yeah, for sure.
I had a cousin of
Like
mine
Bob
one
the
time.
Builder.
He says, "Have you ever heard of Frank Sinatra?" I'm like,
Come
dude,
on, see a new rapper?
I'm like, dude, you're 12. What are you talking about, Frank Sinatra?
Oh, this is so funny. So our lead pastor and his wife took some of our youth to youth conferences and camps last week, and they went to a Forrest Frank concert. Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm getting
Camp's not.
yeah. They went to a Forrest Frank concert, and I guess he did Jesus Freak, I guess.
Yeah.
And I guess their kids, I can't remember exactly, but I think it was their kids were like, "Oh, I love it. Have you heard this song before?"
It's like, yeah, a couple times.
Yeah.
That brings back nostalgia too. What would people think? They hear that I'm a Jesus freak.
Hey, listeners, we just want to thank you for your continued support for the Almost Brothers podcast. Do us a favor and go to your favorite platform and rate us and like us and share with everyone that you know. Thank you so much. Love you.